All right, guys, happy Monday and welcome to our Monday team call. It is already March 26th, so we only have 6 days left to the month, guys. So 6 days to crush out our goals for the month of March. But first, I'd like to, before we go into tonight's topic on our project U+2, we'll do a recognition and then we're going to dive right into our topic. So first, I'd like to welcome we have 200, let me see, do I do the math right? Yes, 205 new coaches. Welcome to Team Beachbody, welcome to Team Eagle. And our top sponsors this past week is Diana Vargas, Mary Powell, Unides Estevez, and Ivy Morales. So congratulations to all of our top sponsors. And also congratulations to all of our top producers. And a special shout out to our top 3 producers this past week, Mary Powell, Audrey Robles, and Ivy Morales. So congratulations, ladies.
Congrats.
And we had a couple of rank advancements this week. We have our 3 new Emerald coaches. So we have Jessie Fana, Rosetti Fernandez, and Jeanette Abreu. Congratulations, ladies. And drum roll, we have a new 3-star diamond coach. So congratulations to Ashley DeVito Grader. So congratulations to Ashley. All right. So let's just dive in to our call today, which is called Project U+2. You're probably wondering what that's all about. So we're going to be sharing our screen. So let me just dive into that. Hold on, share screen.
We're recording.
Yes, it's recording. Where'd it go? It's got to be. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on while I find this. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Hold on.
I did that.
I don't know. Give us a second, guys. Share screen.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Okay. Okay, awesome. Can you guys see our screen? Can somebody let me know? I just want to make sure.
Yes.
Abram, good?
Marlon's there. She's like, yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right, so now we're going to make this wide, right? This one here?
Yeah.
Is this what she said to do? Okay. All right, now I can't see anyone. Marlon, are we good? Yes?
All right.
All right, so guys, welcome to Project U+2, where friends that work out together stay together. And so we're going to dive into what this project is all about. So you want to take it off?
So we decided to come together as a team and help all of you achieve more, right? And so we thought that if we can show you guys a way to, bring your family and friends in on everything and help them get their product paid for, that A, we're going to get more transformations, and B, we're going to build a solid foundation to our business, and C, we're going to really just build beyond diamond. And so many of you are already in our diamond trainings and doing an amazing job, and so we thought that we could contribute to doing something team-wide, and we're calling it Project U+2. And guys who are on the call, don't think that it's only pink and cute and with girls. We have a graphic for you all. We'll show you in a minute. For you to also participate and be part of this. And so we're going to make things easy for you guys, for all of us. And the challenge is going to be called U+2. And what we're going to do is we're going to run a challenge group together. We're going to create a platform for the entire team. And here's how it works. U+2 project, number 1 is you must enroll 1 coach. And you can go to the next slide. Number 2, you find you either ask your challenger or new coach to find a friend. Yeah, it's going to be for coaches only, kind of like what Beachbody is doing. So everyone is coming in as a coach, and don't worry, we're going to give you the right script, and everything is the next one that we need,
not this one. Okay.
We're going to give you the scripts that is going to help you make this possible. And so you find a friend who will enroll with a challenge pack, and that person brings a friend. Or you can still be part of this if you bring in 2 coaches.
Correct. So
right?
Because the goal here, guys, is, and that's why it's called Project U+2, because it's going to be you bringing on 2 other coaches. And as Saudi said, there's going to be two options. Either you enroll one coach, and then that coach brings a coach, that's you plus two, or you bringing in two people, okay? Now, with the first option, let me just do a little side note here, because many of our coaches are working towards building an elite team this year. And
all of us should be.
Yeah, all of us, right? So one of the categories, there was a lot of planning, guys, and thinking behind this project, U plus two. We've been working on this probably for almost 2 weeks, because we really wanted to strategize how we were going to build our business. And at the end of the day, guys, right, this is our business. So we have to build our business intentionally. And we have to ensure that the actions that we're doing are aligned in reaching what that goal is, right? And I know many of you, most of you, all of us, we have financial goals. Like, let's keep it real, right? We all have financial goals. And everybody wants to have a six-figure business. You know, if you can please mute your lines, because right now
you're talking to me.
Yeah, mute your.
I had the headphones on.
Okay, but you can still mute, honey. Thank you. Oh, you didn't.
And walk through the school. Third, fill out necessary paperwork. Fourth, begin your new career.
I don't know who's talking.
All I need is my high school diploma.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me stop sharing. Okay,
that's
and
better.
That's better. Guys, and if you can help us, because as we share the screen, we can't see the screen with all of you. So if I have to mute, I have to stop sharing and come back. So let's make this a team effort, and let's help each other out here. So if you can please just mute your lines, okay? Awesome. Okay, so let me go back to share screen and here. Okay. Okay, so here we go. All right, so as I was saying, that we all have our goals. And, you know, I don't know anyone who doesn't want to build a six-figure business, okay, and work your way towards financial freedom. But it takes one coach at a time for that to happen. And so that's why we created this Project U plus two. And as you will see, as you enroll one coach and that coach enrolls, that's how you start building your empire, and you're going to start building volume. So with that,
yeah, and we weren't given the option when we started. So this all also stems from, you know, we're always going back to kind of thinking, well, how did we get started, and how did we, you know, build this amazing, huge team? And that's where it all happened. We used to call it friends and family.
Friends and family, we used to call it.
And we always brought in everybody as a coach, because people who come in as a coach, guys, and don't be afraid of the word coach. Not only do they get a discount, but in the back of their head, they have something to look forward to, and it's more likely for them to give you a transformation. And at the end of the day, we're in a transformation business. And the more and more transformations you get, fine, we're going to show you how to make the money, but your credibility as a coach is going to come from those results that people are getting. And I don't know about you, but the moment I came into a challenge group, back then, it was with our uplines, and I came in with my cousin, and I would not quit on her. I would quit on myself if I was in there by myself. But the moment I brought somebody else, the moment my results now weren't only about me. It was about this other person that I had to inspire, and I had to live up to my word because I invited her to join me. And so that's why we thought this was amazing to bring it back. I don't know why we stopped doing it.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
it works.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. We didn't even think about this, but just like Saudi, like when I first enrolled, joined as a coach, I wasn't giving an option. Like, it was just come in with a coach account, you get a 25% discount. Who doesn't want a 25% discount? I don't care who you are. Everybody wants a 25% discount.
Absolutely.
People who say they don't have money, they need the 25% discount. People who don't need the money, that's how they got money, because they love discounts. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it builds.
Moral of the story is that now Beachbody sends out this email every time they're going to get their new Shakeology. And so if you have a customer who comes in and they're not consistent and they don't go all in, and they still have their Shakeology on their kitchen counter, and they get this email, they're not going to stay on HD. And so you guys aren't seeing residual income. You're not really changing any lives. And so you're kind of in and out of your businesses. And so if you guys join forces with us and you trust us on this, you're going to see a compound effect of transformations, of volume and of income and rank stability, which will then give you the credibility that you not only need for yourself, but for that person that you enrolled, because nobody wants to do coaching straight out the gate. No. Nobody does. I'm probably the only person that ever wanted it from the beginning because I was looking for something else to keep me motivated. But for most people, they need the belief, right? In order for them to get that belief, you need to get them drinking their Shakeology. And the only way they're going to drink their Shakeology is if they have in the back of their head that ultimately one day, based on what you're telling them, right? Because we're going to give you the lingo, we're going to give you the graphics, we're going to give you the scripts. Based on what you're telling them, right? You're going to plant that seed, and in your scripts, you're going to tell them, listen, you never know. At some point throughout your journey, you're going to feel like sharing what you're learning with other people. You're going to want your spouse to join you. You're going to want your mom and dad to start eating healthier. You guys all can agree with me. Share in the comments. I know for a fact that when all of you started to see the benefits of Shakeology and of what health and fitness does for you, you wanted to share it with the world. I see you guys doing it on the daily, on your wall, on your Instagram stories. And so you're not doing anything different. We're just going to help you make it into a place, a system that's duplicatable so that you guys can really benefit, right? So we can go to the next slide and tell them the nitty gritty.
Okay. All right. So here we go, guys. So we put together this slide, Project U+2. And before I go into the actual slide, what I want to share here, guys, is more than likely, everyone that's on this call or listening to the recording, you know at least 2 people that need to lose weight. So right now, I bet you already thought about those 2 people. Can you write down their names? Like, write down their names. Like, I want to write down my names, okay? So I already know that I have Mariah.
With Gloria for me.
And Leilani. And you have a Gloria?
Gloria and Stephanie.
Gloria and Stephanie, okay? We know, like, we already know off the top of our head, we have names right away of people that need help, right? So they either need to get healthy. Think about those people who want to make extra money on the side. You know, sometimes, you know, a lot of people need a little side hustle because what they're making right now is not enough to make ends meet, okay? So now that you have your both names, right? Your 2 names. So
share your names in the message thread. We want to see who are your 2 people that come to head. Somebody who would never.
I have to stop here because I can't see.
No, we'll see it later.
We'll see it later. Okay. Yeah. Marlon, are they putting names?
Okay,
are they
good.
putting names?
Add your names, Marlon.
Add your names, Marlon. Okay. So now that you have Saudi, you've got Gloria and you've got Stephanie. Okay.
Yes.
So when you help Gloria and Stephanie
I get to be part of this challenge group with you guys.
You're not letting me talk.
All right, got it. I'm so excited about this.
I know.
I can't even.
Okay, so when Gloria and Stephanie both join as a coach with the 80-day Obsession Challenge Pack,
yes,
Beachbody's going to give you what we call a fast start bonus.
I love those.
Which is $120.
Okay.
And so where did I get this $120? Well, that's because with each 80-day challenge pack, you get $60. And so when you enroll it as a coach, it's called the fast start bonus, which you should see in the breakdown of your commissions. When we get paid every Thursday, when you click on there, it gives you the breakdown. So if you enroll coaches, you're not going to see them on the retail commissions. You're going to see them under fast start bonus because that's where you see it, okay? Now, you want to make more money?
Heck yeah.
You guys want to make more money? Okay,
God.
so this is what we do. We help everyone and we kick it off with a 3-day refresh. Everybody needs a tune-up. Everybody needs to like cleanse their body off of, you know, toxic
and later
bad habits.
Yeah, later in the team page, in this event page, I'm going to share a screen share of my screen showing you how to add that. And we're going to give you the lingo to give to your customers so you can let them know. And by the way, I added a 3-day detox for you. You can lose 5 to 10 pounds. Let me know if you want me to remove it. They always say keep it.
They always say keep it because it's not a lot of money, guys. I think it's like $40 for them.
Everybody wants to do a detox. It's like the trend. Dr. Oz is always recommending
a 3-day detox, right? So now, so instead of earning the $120 that I told you with Gloria and Stephanie, now you're going to earn $150 because each 3-day, you know, each
150,
each 3-day refresh has commission of $15 each. Okay, so. Now let me break it down. Okay, so now I'm going to look at the slide now. So when you enroll, it's U+2. So you enroll 2 people, like I just said, with the 80-day Obsession All Access Challenge Pack. First of all, the benefits that come with that is that you're getting leads from the lead program, non-paying customers, of course, and you earn points towards your Success Club trip, okay? Actually, I stand correct. You have to be at Success Club points. You have to have at least 3 people in order to benefit, to get the leads, okay? Now, commissions, when you help 2 people, is $120. That right there, guys, is already paying for your $99 for your own Shakeology, plus your monthly fee. So now you kind of like, you know, cut, what do you call it?
No, the number one excuse people have is they don't have enough money to stay healthy.
Yeah, you cover your costs. That's what I'm, okay.
You cover the cost of your product.
Yeah, I'm having a hard, because I'm talking to the screen. I don't see you guys. It feels weird. Okay, so if I'm acting weird, it's because I can't see you right now. Anyway, so help 2 people and you cover your costs. Help 3 people. Now you made a little, you know, you made some commission. You made a little bit more because now you made $180 by helping 3 people. Help 5 people and you get $300. Okay. Now, when you add on the 3-day refresh to each one of these challenge packs, now your commissions are going to go up. So now you're going to earn, for 2 people, you're going to earn $150. Helping 3 people, $225, and helping 5 is a $375. And so where we got that $75 from, guys, is just so you know that the 80-day all access challenge pack is $60, plus a 3-day refresh is $15. That's where we got the 75. So yeah, that's pretty much the breakdown of how that works.
Guys, anybody that if you get into, and I know a lot of you may be confused right now, but trust me when I tell you that when you see this appearing every Thursday in your commissions, you're not going to just downplay this business and bring in one person here and there. The reason why a lot of us are kind of like in and out is because we're not seeing the compound effect of A, transformations, because people aren't realizing that they can cover the cost of their product. And B, you're not seeing the consistency of the money and the volume and everything compounding so you can make some residual income. But doing this, guys, I mean, if you guys trust us on this, you're going to build solid businesses. You're going to make weekly commissions. You're going to be able to now feel so much more confident, and your recruiting is going to change. Your lingo and your social media presence is going to completely change, and you're going to speak from a place of conviction. And I don't know if you were on the National Wake Up Call today, but oh my gosh, you have to go back and listen to it, because I've been following Chelsea since she started. She started around the same time as some of our top coaches on Team Eagle. And let me just tell you, everything she said is true. I've seen that woman completely go from being an amateur to now being a superstar diamond successful coach. And everything she shared was absolutely true. And this right now may seem a little bit scary to some of you, but I promise that people won't bite. People will be excited because it's something new. We're all going to be sharing the same graphic. We're going to be sharing the same lingo. We're going to have the support, the group, and you guys get to learn from Mickey and I and some of our top coaches on how we run our challenge groups. How amazing is that?
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to have to like create your own stuff. If you have a full-time job, now you have a place to put your people. I mean, this is like, I would be all over this.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Definitely.
because this is in a team. We're doing this together, guys.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Sally says, I mean, a lot of coaches I know work a full-time job, and I know from experience, both of us, I know that it's a little bit challenging. So knowing that your new coaches are going to be in a group with other, you know, team members supporting one another. I mean, take a look at what's happening in the 80-day obsession. I mean, that machine is running itself.
Absolutely.
It's running itself.
And we actually learn from that group, because there's so much more that could have happened. Like, I'm not 100%, like I personally don't like it. I like the concept, but they're like, let's say automobile that Ilana has done, which is our good friend, which you guys, you have no idea what's to come. Like, this group that we start is going to completely change your businesses.
And by the way, in this Project U+2, we are going to have lives in there. And we're going to be extremely active in that group, guys. Okay. Because our main goal, guys, is to get transformations. Our business is built on transformations. And when people go through a transformation, they want to share it with the world. They want to inspire and help other people. That's how we grew this business. You know, when we went through our transformations, and then, our siblings got more involved, and then it the rest is history, right? Okay, so and then we're gonna open this up to Q&A, guys, as soon as we're done. So
start writing down your questions now.
So any questions you have, just write them down, because we are gonna answer them. But let's move on to the next slide, because we're not sure if everybody knows this, okay? And the reason we say that is because I've spoken to some of my own personally sponsored coaches who were not aware of this. And the way I see it, Saudi, if one or two coaches are not aware, that means that it's probably more that are not.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that if you're not making that $100, you're not really going to know unless you're reading PMP and you're like doing.
Yeah. So with the Fast Start bonus, there's a Fast Start bonus when you sell a total of 5 challenge packs or Shakeology on auto ship to personally sponsored coaches, and you do it within a rolling 5-week period, Beachbody gives you an extra $100 bonus. So this is for, now let's just say let's say you signed up 6, like what happens to the other one? It keeps rolling over. So every 5 weeks they take a look at, did this coach enroll 5 coaches? And you're going to get an extra $100. I know a lot of coaches see this because they're consistently every week enrolling coaches, okay? All right. And what's the next slide? All right. So make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. So our goal, guys, is, at the end, of the year, and I know that, we've spoken before, that we want to double up our numbers with our team. But most importantly, guys, really, it's not so much the quantity, but it's the quality. Mm-hmm. And so what we want to end the year strong with 300 solid diamonds and growing past the diamond. I know many of our coaches in Team Eagle are in the 30-day to diamond group, and believe you me that this project U+2 was also inspired by that group, because I know that getting emeralds tends to be the most challenging part, and that's because to get to your 2 emeralds, now you have to help 2 people, right?
Absolutely.
You got to help 2 people get to emerald. And so we realize that this is the area where people get stuck, and
it's usually just fear,
Of course,
I always say it's a decision. Yeah. And so if we can show you what an emerald environment looks like, you guys will never lose your rank, and you'll grow right past diamond really, really quick, and you'll get to 2-star and beyond, which is where you will have the foundation of a 6-figure business. And I know many of you would love to have a 6-figure business. And so we also want to make sure that you guys are all ready to be in the diamond group that Carlos Aguilera is creating. I don't know if you guys have heard about that, but there is going to be a group that only diamonds can be part of, and Star Diamonds can invite a diamond. And so we want you all to qualify on your own, so that you guys can be part of that exclusive group, because there's going to be the new celebrity trainer in there. She's an amazing person. She speaks English. She has a huge story, super athletic woman with a heart of gold that I want to be near and part of and learn from, because at the end of the day, we're all building our leadership skills and strengthening as an entrepreneur and as a leader. And this group is going to give you the opportunity not only to be in the trenches with your clients and with the people you bring in, but it's going to create a sisterhood environment. It's going to create brotherhood and an environment of leadership, because we're gonna be joining forces with a lot of you. We're gonna have a sign-up sheet where we're gonna be putting different topics where you're gonna be able to practice and shine and inspire your clients that you're bringing in there. It's not gonna just be the Mickey and Saudi show. It's gonna be the everybody show. And so I feel like that's awesome. It's like an apprenticeship program where you're actually gonna be able to be the best coach out there based on these topics that you're gonna get to choose from based on your strengths. Because I believe that we should always build on our strengths, because when you shine with what you're strong in, you're gonna be so much better. And I think a lot of us tend to kind of like entertain our weaknesses too much. And we don't want you to do that. We want you guys to shine through your strengths, and you all have strengths. You all have creativities. You all have greatness inside of you, and we want to see it. And we want to join forces with you, because I don't like working this business by myself. I like working this business with our team, and we want to be stronger than ever. And we want to really just show corporate that we're serious about shaping the network. I'll never forget my Superstar Weekend trip. Jeff Hill, I actually was talking to him about this the other day. Jeff Hill asked us, before he brought in a speaker, his mentor, who was mentoring us that weekend, and he asked, are you here to build a network, or are you here to shape the network? And that was a very powerful question. Very, very powerful. It really will, I think, Mickey and I resonate, being that we work so hard with the New York City Market Council to continue growing this marketplace. And we want to just get bigger and bigger and better at it. And so we can go to the next slide, which I think is, okay. So for those who are freaking out, know that we are going to be creating a folder in the Team Eagle page. And so I know a lot of you don't have your coaches in Team Eagle. You're going to have to add them if you want access to all the information. We don't bite. Team Eagle is a very friendly environment. And we can only make it better by joining forces together. So Star Diamonds, please approve your people that are pending right now, because we're going to be uploading a script, and be patient with us because we're still working on it. What we're going to give you right now, right now, is this invite, just in case you guys are ready to just haul ass. We're going to give you the graphics, because the graphics are done. We paid for these graphics out of our pocket so that you guys can really start to look good out there. We want you guys to really have an amazing presence and really talk from a place of, you know what, this is serious stuff.
Yeah. And those graphics, just so you know, guys, it's in Spanish and in English, by the way. And we got a cover photo for it. There's also a size for your Instagram story, and there's also one for an Instagram post. And gentlemen, we created also one for gentlemen.
And I like the male one better, but actually,
yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah, and so we're gonna give you the graphics, the invite. This invite you see right here, that's super cute. We're gonna give you some teasers, the lingo, the 5-step process, the coaching. Oh my God, you guys see the coaching script, which is, you don't even have to ask people if they want to become a coach. I have a script that is one of the scripts that my last diamond used for every client she brought in, and it works. What else are we giving them? Everything we're giving you is going to be in a folder in Team Eagle. So now we can go to the next one.
Because then we'll open it up for questions.
Okay.
Oh, there goes.
Yeah, and then I guess we could just get out of this slide.
Okay.
Unless,
We'll have to get out. Okay. Let me stop sharing. Okay.
And then what we could do is we'll unmute them so they can ask the question verbally. I like hearing their voices. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah, of course. All right.
Who has a question? You know how to raise your hand on Zoom?
Gallery.
Marlon, was there any questions in the chat box?
In the chat, it said if it's just for 80-day obsession.
So we want to create an 80-day obsession environment, because we want you guys to get really comfortable with the 80-day obsession challenge packs. And so even if you're not doing that program, we really recommend that 80-day obsession is the program that you bring people in with. And if they can't do it, like, we're going to start with 80. So we didn't really talk about the dates. We'll go into that now. We're going to start with a little obsess. And so if you have your challengers, start with a little obsess, and you're having a communication with them, which is going to be part of what we share. We show you what to do in the challenge group. Is you have to have a communication with your clients, and you find that they can't do it, then they have Beachbody On Demand, so they can change to any program. Mm-hmm. The reason why we want you to bring in everybody with 80-day obsession is because at some point you want them to do that program, right? So if they can't do that program, they'll have the accessories.
Slides, right, they're gonna have the accessories.
So that they can, and I'll speak from experience. I have 2 people who couldn't do it, and they started off a 21-day fix, and now they're doing it, and they're doing awesome. And so don't be afraid to create that kind of environment.
Yeah. And let me just share a tip that I've done in my regular challenge group, where I had some prospects that want to start with the 80-day obsession, and like, no, that's the program that I want, but they're not ready for it. So they're starting, as a matter of fact, I had 3 of them today started with a 21-day fix, and they want to slowly build up. So when they're ready, they already have their sliders, they have their bands, So I offer them.
I like for them to have 80 Day Obsession because if you guys are following, like, a lot of the coaches that are doing 80 Day Obsession, I find like it's giving them so much more confidence. They have so much more determination, and they have a better foundation and stability because it's an 80-day program.
Right.
And I wouldn't like phase 1 and 2, guys, is doable. Like, come on, let's keep it real. You guys know that it gets a little bit crazy on phase 3 and 4. But what happens if they made it through phase 1 and 2? The chances are that they're going to build the stamina to be able to like at least do modified version, stay at phase 3 and 4. So let's not. I modify. Let's not underestimate our people. You guys see this. There's 200 and 300 pound people in that group doing amazing things, and so let's not determine what our clients can and can't do.
Exactly.
Yes, okay. Unidi. Self-confidence. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. So put your questions in the chat box because we don't see any of you raising your hands.
Yeah. And the other thing, guys, the Saudi and I.
It's gonna be ongoing.
Yes, this is gonna be ongoing. We're so excited. We're like thinking this is gonna be like our jam. And guys, just so you know, Mickey and I got this idea many moons ago. We went to an Eric Worre women empowerment event, and one thing that we learned from all the 7-figure earners that were on stage speaking, they all had something in common. And what they had in common is that their teams all did the same challenge. Everybody worked together and they were unified, and we believe in that. And so although we want you to be leaders and we want you to do your own thing and we want you to have your own voice, we can come together for this type of stuff. We can still have your little challenge groups that you have on the side, but let's give this a try. Let's see what happens. I mean, I remember when I came into this team, it was one challenge group and I was in love with it and I wanted to be in there all the time. And it was like something that I look forward to every day. And I think that together we can make that happen.
Yeah. Will the group be linked to Team Eagle? Yes, absolutely. It definitely will. You know what I wanted to touch upon that about having like one challenge group? The one thing that I notice and I love about 80 Day Obsession is the unity that has come together because of that program. Mm-hmm. Everywhere I go with coaches, somehow we take 5 to 10 minutes to talk about the damn zoo now on Tuesdays. Like, seriously, can the Bronx Zoo close tomorrow? And so so there's more unity. That's what I love about it. I'm like, well, why not do that with our team? Why not have a whole Team Eagle challenge group? And to your point, Saudi, and I kind of like probably maybe forgot about that, is that's how we started this group. Our Team Eagle page, by the way, guys, was our first.
It was our first challenge group.
It was our first challenge group. That's how it all started. And somewhere along the line, I think maybe we kind of like forgot. And no, we want to bring that all back. And
so we're going to have celebrations like in the summer. We want to, I'm sorry for those that are not local, but we promise you we're going to give you all the ideas and tips so you guys can build a local community as well. Don't forget that Mickey and I started it was like 5 or 6 of us, and we went from 5 to 6 to like over 10,000. And so you can do that too with the support of this group and what you learn in this group. Yeah. Do we have any more? Do we miss any more questions? Guys, we need more questions. Come on.
Why did someone repeat? Let me see. Hold on.
I think Lisa had a question, or she just unmuted. Did she?
No, I did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lisa, what's your question? We like when people talk on the Zoom.
I just figured out how to raise my hand without doing it physically.
Oh.
What did you want? I mean, who do you want in the Team Eagle? So, like, my coaches that don't have anybody underneath them, pull them in so that they could see all of these.
Yeah.
Like, be involved in it.
I know that a lot of coaches are not adding their coaches to Team Eagle, and that's like such a disservice, because what if they see something on one of these calls and they get inspired? Because you know what happens? You can't share Team Eagle calls unless you like pull the recording. Like, they can't join the Zooms or see what's being posted or the live webinars because they're not part of the group. And so I would add the coaches into the team page, and you never know, they might get inspired by a post that somebody puts up, or they might find a friend, or somebody to go to Super Saturday with.
Right.
And you want them to be part of that.
And the goal for as kicking this off, okay, because I just want to make sure that we're clear on this, and kicking off this challenge group, guys, the main purpose is for us to grow our business together. So the goal is for you to be part of this group. You're going to enroll one coach. And then that coach, and if that coach enrolls one coach, that's two, because it's Project U+2. That's the whole name of the program, okay, of the challenge group. So they'll bring on 2 people. If that person doesn't bring someone else, then you enroll 2 people. What's happening is you're growing your team. That's exactly what's happening. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we're taking away the whole thing about, okay, Emerald, and you know, we gotta get to Emerald, and I feel like it's getting old and people aren't really grasping it. But I feel like if we brought a different twist and we talked about it as from a place of love and friends and family and joining forces, that's how I joined. I didn't join because, you know, I mean, obviously my brother wanted to get to Emerald. That was his mindset, but it was more because I was interested in being part of the community and the family. Mm-hmm. And so that's how I would bring people in. And usually people bring in everybody they bring in the way they were brought in. And so that's why we want to help you guys get into that freedom of speaking about. So all these things that you're going to be talking about, you're going to be talking about the friends and family. You're going to be talking about the U+2. You're going to be showing them how they can make, you know, cover the cost of their product. You can show them these graphics. We're going to share them with you. There's nothing wrong with sharing these graphics. As a matter of fact, there's a graphic. Yeah, there's a graphic that we're going to share with you that shows people the difference in being a coach and being a customer and how it's a saving. And even with their $15 service fee, it's still a saving. So we're going to give you all that. And to your question, was it Lisa? We're going to have a file in Team Eagle where everybody can grab these things. And so that your people don't get overwhelmed, you can always tell them that if they can always turn the notifications off in the groups if you're afraid of maybe adding them to too many groups. I always tell my customers, listen, if you get overwhelmed with the notifications, you can turn them off, and that way they don't get annoyed. Okay.
Anel, let's see.
Absolutely. Yeah. Every coach gets added. I always, because you never know. Yeah, you never know if they're going to get inspired. I think I met one of Audrey's coaches one time who told me, you know, I came in as a discount coach and I was in Team Eagle one day and I saw you and Miki speak and I got all interested and I went to a Super Saturday and she's a diamond coach. And, you know, so you never know.
Yeah, I think what's really important, guys, because we were having this conversation. And by the way, guys, I want you to post in the chat or you can, you know, raise your hand. Like, what is stopping you guys from enrolling coaches? And the reason why we're asking is because when we're not enrolling coaches, we're not growing a team. And I know that we were at a luncheon on Saturday, speaking to some coaches that were there. Huh?
Lack of belief.
Okay. And the bottom line is that there's a lack of belief, like Unidi said here. So as to why they're not enrolling, there's not a deep enough why as to why they're not enrolling. Okay. Let's see. Craig is saying getting out of my comfort zone and having people tell me I'm not ready or I can't afford it. So number one, getting out of your comfort zone or staying in your comfort zone will get you. It's not going to get you anywhere. It's just not. You're gonna stay stuck, and you're gonna be looking in the sidelines at all times. When people tell you they're not ready, sometimes people are not ready, and so you know what you do? You keep looking for more people.
Yeah, and they talked about that on the National Wake Up Call today, and she learned. So what happens, Craig, is that if you stay in that zone, you're always going to be in that zone, because what's going to get you out of it is the conversations and the outcome. Like, I call myself a professional closer. I wasn't always a professional closer. You know, it was hard for me in the beginning. I never knew what Success Club 10 can feel like or be like in the beginning. But because I was having these conversations and I was learning and I was getting on different calls and building my confidence every single day with every no, with every conversation, then I was able to kind of like break the gap, right? But if you stay in, and that's what happens to a lot of people in many businesses, you know, they stay within that comfort zone and they never learn, because you learn from your mistakes, guys. There's no better blueprint than your mistakes. If I look at my conversations that I used to have back in the day, they're like vomit. They're horrible.
Yeah.
You know?
let's see here.
Today, I'm not adding enough.
Most of the time they respond, but they want to work on themselves first. Okay, Abram. So is that based on the response about working the business? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, most people say that. So that's the belief too, Abram. So look at what happens. So if they come in, because the lingo we're going to give you is going to help you be able to change that and kind of not even, you won't even have to visit that. If they're not even going to have that lingo, like our customers don't know that lingo. I want to work on myself first, because we're not going to be pressuring people. Oh my God, you have to, whatever. We're going to be talking from a place, and that's why we're giving you the script. We're going to be talking from a place of love and accountability and commitment, right? What do people lack? Commitment and accountability. How will they get it? I got it because I came in to Team Eagle with my cousin and my best friend. And from the beginning, I broke the gap that why was I a quitter before? Why did I try every program before and I never finished it? Because I didn't have anybody to hold me accountable. And then here I am with these two people in this group. And then now I have Edith, I have Mickey, I have Tony, I have everybody watching me. And so that gave me even more of a commitment. And so let's not keep that from our people. They don't know that they need it yet. So it's our job to communicate it in a way where they feel like, you know what, it's going to be fun. Yeah. I'm just going to need one person to hold me accountable, and I'm going to be part of this group, and we're going to be all happy.
And the other thing is, just to add to what Abram says, they want to work on themselves first. And I always tell my people, absolutely, you're going to focus. Don't worry, you're not going to be selling anything. You definitely have to work on yourself first. But the good thing about doing this together as a team, guys, is that we're going to have a lot of fun challenges in there that is going to, the hopes is that
it's going to shape them into a coach.
It's going to shape them into a coach, that they're going to share their transformation, and we'll have some prizes, and it'll be exciting. And so when they tag you on that post, and we'll be doing Tuesday transformations with the people in the group, guys.
Yeah, going
live about it. It's transformations is what sells, guys. Like, that's the bottom line.
Yeah, and so we have to get creative on how we're going to get them. And the way we're going to get them is by saving them money and making it more affordable and more comfortable. I think we have people who raise their hand. We love when people raise their hand. But
also, I want to say something to Craig here.
Okay, say something.
I feel like I'm being pushy or salesperson. You are. Can I tell you that? You are. And the reason you are is because you just said, if you're feeling that way, it's because you are, which means, which I believe Michelle just put on here listening to the call, is that you're not giving enough value. You're just trying to close the sale. And so when we're trying to close the sale, people will see the dollar signs in your eyes, or they'll hear it in your voice when you're speaking to them. Like, okay, so what's in it for him? Mm-hmm. You have to add the value, what you're going to bring to the table to help them reach their goals. You got to make it about them. It's not about you.
So one really quick thing that's been helping my team, and I'll tell you real quick, Craig, come out of your comfort zone tomorrow and find either a Team Eagle coach or a challenger that you've helped and go live on Facebook. I'm going to share a podcast that's only 10 minutes with you. I'm going to message you in a little bit that's going to tell you why you should do it. And what you're going to do is you're going to help people that you haven't been able to close understand what it is that you really offer. Because what you do with your clients and with us on the team, like I see you all the time in Team Eagle, you're posting. I know your story. I know your journey. So I trust you. Whatever you try to sell me, I will buy. But your audience doesn't. I would buy from you just because of your story. And so just put it out there and think about it in that way, and you're going to be successful. Okay, and Unidi's raised her hand. Let's see what let's unmute her. She's like coming out of her skin.
She's gonna post it on Team Eagle.
Oh wait, look at unmute. You're unmuted, Unidi.
No, she muted herself.
Oh, okay.
All right, let her do it.
Hi.
No, I just wanted to answer the question about coming in and working on yourself first. When I started off with 50 pounds to lose, and my biggest change was in actually coming in as a coach and actually posting it on social media. So what I did was I was a failure, like in front of my family. And whenever they heard me speak about diets or losing weight, they immediately labeled me as, watch, that's not going to last. So I challenged myself and I said, I'm going to go and I'm going to post it on social media, because I know one thing about myself is I don't like to put my word out there and then fail on myself. So if I put it out there that I was going to be doing this, I knew I was going to show up for myself. So I posted, I didn't care. I put a block on me and I posted on my social media my daily workouts, my meals. If you go on my Facebook, you'll see that I have a folder from back when I started in 2012. And I shared my meal ideas. I shared my motivation for myself first. And I showed up because I needed to create a consistency. I didn't have it. I didn't know what it was until I created it by showing up. What that ended up doing was it ended up inspiring my entire family at the beginning to join me. And that was my warm market. And then they helped me fail a lot of times by putting my foot in my mouth, by saying too much, by learning how to navigate the system and walking them through the process that I was walking myself through. And then I became better and more confident so that I can then share it with strangers, but I practice with my family and my friends first. You see, so when I look at my journey back now from 5 years, I know that I started and I wasn't where I am right now. Had I been where I am right now, I would have had a harder time because people look at me now and they're like, it must be so easy for her to wake up every single day because she does it every single day, but they don't know the backstory. So we need to create a backstory so that we become credible, trustworthy, and someone that someone can be inspired by and say, if she could do it, I can do it too. So don't think about the haters. Don't think about the people who will not believe in you. Believe in you first. Go for you first. Do you first. And don't worry about the rest.
I love that. And it's totally true. That's exactly what happened. And Chelsea talked about that today on the team, on the National Wake Up Call. And I thought about you because that's exactly what happened. And you're doing a great job now sharing that story because it's that story that's going to help you close. And that's how you're overcoming objections. And you're a top Success Club earner because you don't forget that story, and it's always very vivid. And that's something that she shared, very, very specific, that we have to speak to our clients about why us, like what were our objections in the beginning. And so for me, it was the same thing. Like I gave my brother a hard time. And so whenever I get an objection, it's like, oh, here comes Saudi again with the freaking objections and her network marketing phobia. And it's just got to break them down. And it's fun for me and it's challenging. And I never thought that it was something I can call fun until Chelsea talked about it today.
And can I tell you something? Now that you're saying that, I think most everybody knows that my brother is my sponsoring coach. And so when he first joined back in 2008, he says he invited me, but I don't remember that he invited me, but he swears he does.
Yes, that's Edith. She was on.
Edith,
did he invite her?
I don't remember. I probably blocked him out because I was such a gym rat that I didn't believe in home workouts. I really didn't. You were not going to take me out of Equinox. It was just not happening. But I've always been a social butterfly, off screen, behind screen, always. And so it took his coach to send me a message and ask me, why aren't you a coach?
Oh, wow.
That's how it happened. He says, Mickey, can I ask you something? I'm like, sure. He goes, why aren't you a coach? I'm like, I don't know. That was my answer. I'm like, I don't know. He's like, well, I follow you on social media. You're very inspiring. And I see that, people, you're always helping people. You realize that you're doing that for free? You can get paid for that. I'm like, I can? He's like, yeah.
Mickey paid attention.
Yeah, and I did. I paid attention.
Not her brother.
Yes,
same thing with my brother. My brother and Tony are best friends. And it took Edith to go ahead and message
so
my
I
brother.
didn't pay attention to him. And he goes, well, you can get a 25% discount. I'm like, where do I sign up? And I signed up that same day when a stranger reached out to me, not my brother. Wow. Mm-hmm. So, don't give up on people. Don't give up. We're a perfect example of that.
All right. Alma said that she's been talking to people, but she's not closing. Alma, just keep doing your thing. You're very inspiring. The only thing I would do is just make sure that you're paying attention to how many new people you're adding, because Mickey and I always share, sometimes we kind of like follow up with the same people, and sometimes they just need more time. And make sure that it's your demographic and that it's people that really want you to mentor them. I think you have so much of a niche area because you're a woman who's been in the education system. You're a woman of faith, and so I know that through there, Y those exchanges. I know that through there you will build your following enough to then be able to close. It's a numbers game, Alma. Don't get discouraged. We've had this conversation before. I know that you're onto something. A lot of times you're really close to your sweet spot, and it's usually when you start to feel defeated and when you start to feel tested, and that's when you go harder. And so you do your live tomorrow. I know you did it last week. You do it every week, and you keep on. And just what you can add to your live is maybe some of those objections that you're getting. Maybe, do a little more on that in your live, and kind of plan it with your partner.
Yeah. Consistency is key here, guys. Don't give up just because you don't see.
You can't go live once and think that it's going to work. It's a compound effect. It's based on the numbers game. So if you're not adding new people every day and you're going live a Tuesday here and there, don't think that it's going to work for you.
And especially now with how the the algorithm has changed with Facebook. I know that we shared on, it should be under the files, which is that what is it called, the Facebook SOS tracker, and it tells you how you should be posting, and lives should be happening at least 3 times a week.
Absolutely. And guys, I just posted the podcast in the events page that you should follow Bob Healing. He's our personal virtual upline, and we love him. And so he's very informative. The other thing I'm going to post is you all need a Facebook facelift. And I could send you to hundreds of trainings, but I'm going to give you one that I was on this weekend that is going to give you 5 things you can do right now to give your Facebook a facelift to prepare you for this launch. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, some of you need a really good, Facebook cleaning and lift. And so the guy has an accent. He looks like a really nerdy version of Mark Zucker or whatever, Bugger, whatever his name is. So don't get discouraged. Usually it's those smart, geeky guys that know their shit. And I was like, my husband's like, what are you listening to? Who the hell is that guy? And I'm like, he knows his shit and I'm listening. And I did 3 of the things already, and I already got like a lot of response. And so I'm going to share that right now too.
Is that the guy who does the Facebook Live thing? That one?
This is a new guy.
Oh, she got a new guy now.
He's a geek.
He's a geek.
All right. So any more questions so we can share this recording and get everybody else to listen?
I think that's it.
Okay. All right, guys. So there's going to be a group coming. There's going to be content. There's going to be graphics. There's going to be, but just give us a little bit of time because it's a lot. And we're also going to give you, so Melissa Pipitone has been sharing with Mickey and I something that's working for her. Because remember, we talked about that category. That's the 3rd category in the league report, is the new way to earn points, where if your new coaches get 1 customer, you get an elite point. And so the other way that you can encourage your new coaches that you're bringing in is we're going to give you ideas on how you can give them another transformation picture to share if they're still, if they don't have a transformation, where you can do a graphic with your transformation or use the one we're going to give you. But the lingo needs to be, you gotta stay within the lingo that we're going to give you. We're going to give you a 5-step process. We're going to give you an invite, and you guys just have to go out there and make it happen. Right. All right.
Yeah. We're going to give you the tools to make this happen, guys, but you need to take the action. Okay. So this is an action-driven.
My cousin wasn't given an option. Denise, nope, I never gave her an option. There was no option. All I said is, you're going to do 3-day cleanse. You're going to join in as a coach. You're going to save 25% off. And that was it. And she had to buy everything separate because there was no challenge packs back then.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being on the call. We're going to upload this, or download it, and upload it onto the team page. All right. So have a good night. And thank you so much for the questions, guys. Night, night.